Hey YouTube, how you going? Something a bit different this time. That's my water tank, 2,500 litres for my shed slash office. What I want to do is actually mount the water tank on the other side of the shed, and also while I'm playing with the plumbing is clean the gutters out. And if you see, nice green slime in there, and also in the overflow. Just want to give it a bit of a clean up. So there's my day. Pretty crappy for solar. Not long ago I managed to pick up a second-hand rainwater tank. This is 4,500 litres. So for the moment what I'm going to do is build up a bit of a pad and install this tank on this side, and then when it comes time to me to move that other smaller tank over here, I'll drain it into this one, so hopefully before it rains. Otherwise I'll have two water tanks and have to dump all that water on the ground. It's going to be a lot of work, but probably doing things a bit backwards or whatever. I'm going to remove the gutters off the side of the shed, clean them out, and then mount them on the opposite sides so that the drains there will then be on this end, and then I can move all the other plumbing onto this side of the shed into the tank. And then we'll see how we go. Also, it's just so that when that small tank does overflow, it's right next to the door and gets a bit messy. So there you go. Alright, I'll get stuck into it. In a few hours I hope I'll have it finished, and I'll let you have a look. Back soon. So 45 minutes later, gutters are back up. They've been turned around. I've mounted the poly pipe, ready to put the tank underneath it. Actually was quite easy. The clips up on the guttering there just pop off, and you bend them out the way, bend them down and out the way, and the whole gutter just lifts out of that. It was quite surprisingly easy. There was lots of dirt. I did have gutter guard in. One of the gutters, the gutter closest to the trees, didn't have gutter guard and had half as much crap as the gutter with the gutter guard. So obviously this type of gutter guard is it's just that plastic netting that you sort of sit in the gutter. So I haven't put that back in. Eventually what I'll do is you can buy those water traps that sit on the outside of your shed there, and the gutters go into the trap. It's got a screen over it, and then from there it goes into your tank, so it's pre-screened at the gutters rather than screening it on top of the tank. So in the future I'll get a couple of those and do that. I've also seen them there, they have one in the middle, and then the overflow from that goes into the tank. So see how we go. Next thing to do, I've got to get rid of some of that grass. I've got a pile of sand around the side there, level it up, put a sand pad down, compact it, and then chuck the tank on, and Bob's your uncle. I've got a valve I've got to put in. This is just a blanking cap, just to keep the crap out of it while I'm rolling it around. But there's a brand new stainless steel 2-inch ball valve to go on there. I'll need to get a new overflow adapter there, because the overflow from this will go into the other tank. That's how it'll fill up. This one will get filled first and the other one will get filled last. And then eventually the outputs, the bottom taps will be connected together. So that tap will go into a manifold, and then the bottom tap of the other tank will go into the same manifold, so I can use one tank or both tanks at once, or transfer one to the other type thing. Alright, I'll get on with this. Hopefully it'll only take me another 45 minutes and we'll be done. Back soon. So we're all done. New tank's in. And I've just tested it. I've got a bit of a leak up there, which I need to put a little bead of silicone around. No big deal. The only other thing I need to do is fit that valve, which is up at the house, so I'll have to go and get it. I've got the mesh filter in, but that needs replacing. It's gone all brittle, so I'll have to see if I can find another couple of those. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing I may do is add a 45-degree bend onto that, just so that there's not such a big gap. Apart from that, block that overflow off. Put in an overflow outlet here so I can connect it to the other tank when I move the other tank. And I'll probably put another overflow just here, so that it's the furthest away from the shed. And that's pretty much all there is. This side's got no leaks at all, that's all good. Happy with that. And that's it. The other smaller tank will just go in the corner there, right next door to this one. So there'll be the two tanks on this side. Eventually I'll put in a little concrete path around the other side there, in front of the door. And that's pretty much it. And then that'll be not there anymore. Instead of those crappy bricks, I'll have a nice concrete pad, probably the same width as that tank, all the way across the shed there. It's a nice entranceway. And then I can mount a small pressure pump and bits and pieces, so I can have a tap and some running water into the shed. That's it. Right, thank you very much for watching. Sorry to all the people that want solar stuff, but this isn't solar related. And I'll catch you next time. See ya.